incidents. Once that incident is completed, we'll move on to the SCATI sessions. And Balaji and Radhika, it's optional for you guys. If you are having some other urgent work, you can drop. I'll continue with the SCATI for this EBN and SNC process. Okay.
Okay.
Let me present my screen. So we're not going to look into the incidents today. If at all you have any incidents which you would like to discuss, we can discuss that one. Right now, I'm going to an SS. Just have a check that, is there any progress, because continuously we have a same status for so long. So let's see the progress of an each SS. Yeah. Radhika, what about this SR assigned to still lesson blank? It was created by you, right?
By me? Okay. Please assign it to me.
Okay. Radhika, you're working on Athanu's SR?
Yeah. He just said that once the changes are ready in the system, he'll be updating me. So
which
I
CR
have not
is related to Celonis, or it is related to the other one?
Celonis.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's move on to Balaji. Balaji, your first SR.
First one, I have to create a CR. Actually, changes are done in just move to the system, and the UAT also we received, but we have tried to move change yesterday, but intervention team asked we have to go for on HPLM testing. Formal testing is required. So we have to create a dummy CR and then we have to proceed. So I don't think so. We can move this for upgrade, but by dual maintenance only we have to move this CR.
Okay.
So
you
once the upgrade is done. Sorry?
You can't wait till the upgrade completes, so you have to move it in this dual maintenance itself.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay.
For the next one, changes are done. It is not working actually. It's not updating the data in the report. So I have a schedule call with the user for the ABAP team after this call. So I have to check with them.
Okay. So whenever you are discussing with an ABAP person, they are new to the team, just make sure that what logic they have implemented, how they are pulling the data, that also cross verify, Balaji.
Sure.
The very initial days, we can't blame anyone here, but we have to give some more inputs. Earlier people would know the process, what is there in the forward system. But now, since everyone is new, just take care of that part as well.
Sure.
What about the next, this one, related to Packer specification, 2 changes?
Waiting for ABAP reply on this one.
Okay.
They are not
okay. Who is working on it, Balaji?
So Mukhtar Ahmad, new ABAPer.
Okay. Just do follow up with them.
Yes.
Okay. Not only we can do it as of now. No other option. Okay. Radhika, your first SR.
It is of user requested to check one of the feasibility. So I have provided all the data to the ABAPer. So I'm waiting for his reply now.
Okay, and the next one.
The second one, I have not received any reply from the user yet.
Okay. Radhika, one more thing. Whenever there is a SR with reference to Jira, we can't apply this 4+1 rule. Okay, so I don't want to highlight it with the Dominica call actually, but those cases we are not following for the Jira at least. Okay, we have to wait for the user, and you have to inform them 1 or 2 mails saying that if there is no input, we'll be considering this no requirement for this one, because they were still in discussion, they were not concluded actually, right? So still it is valid. Just try to reach out to that guy, schedule a call with him, and just find out, by mistake, you just acknowledge that, we have closed it, and say that, we will be opening one more SR, but ask him that whether that's still valid, whether they want the job or not, and schedule a call. Take a ownership and get it done, that one. They should not say that, the changes they required, but still we have closed, means that will a negative impact. So those things, try to reach out to him. Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, Nilesh is not available. I have a 2 SRs. One is I'm just working on it and just waiting for the user's confirmation. I have to update my tickets and SRs. I do that. I will do it. From your side also, like everyone, please do update your tickets and SRs and your PM tickets, and take care of your PMs as well. Please don't forget, since we are not touching every day the PM tickets, just do follow up on your PMs. And Radhika, for your PM, SAP, did anything is pending from our side? Maybe after this call, maybe after 1 or 2 hours, we can check where it is pending, if we need to reply to SAP or not. Okay. So we'll take a 15 minutes call.
Yeah, one more thing, like Balaji, there was a call scheduled, I was on leave, I think so, at that day, on that day. So what was the inputs in the call? Like Lucas is handling the problem, or he's just checking
Which
it?
issue, Radhika?
It is about the report is showing a different stock, and then in MD04 the stock available stock is different.
Yeah, Lucas is working. I didn't share the mail to you, right?
I don't think so. Like Lucas has sent a mail to the user about the status, but nothing more I have received other than that. I think.
First check with Lucas once.
Okay, then. I can ping him, or should I send a mail?
Yes. No, you can ping him and ask.
Okay.
Okay. So that is fine. Okay, Radhika, before today, end of the day, we'll have a 15 minutes call. So let's see that, what SAP is status and what we have to do from our end. Okay, that will take it up. So I think that's the only thing.
I
what
have
else?
one query, or one thing I just want to share. So shall I share my screen? Like we are having
Please.
incidents very recently. Few of the data is getting updated in the batch, and then few like the LDAR information, other things were not updated, and the Melody system is not receiving those. So this is about that thing. So as a workaround, they have provided me a list of batches for which they are having an issue. So I have provided the solution or the workaround which they need to follow. But still, like the workaround which was provided by Nilesh, in that workaround, if we follow that and update the ACN number manually by using MSC2N, then the LDKR information will not be updated in the batch. I have checked few of the cases, like few of the cases where the material is batch managed and not batch managed. So if the manual update is done for the ACN number, then the LDAR information will not get updated in the batch. So this is the case.
Okay.
And they are asking for the LDAR information. As a workaround, they can manually update in the batch also. So, but we should convey the same message to the Melody team, or
if they update manually in the batch master, ACN and LDR number, whatever the value is, still it is not synced with the Melody system?
I actually don't know about that. So all the cases in which the manual update is done, they have not received LDAR information.
But still it is there in the batch master?
Yeah, in our batch master.
Okay, so they have to make a synchronization. I think maybe we can check one-to-one case of that one, Radhika. Like what is the issue? Why they are not able to get that once, even though we have the value in the batch master. And also where you are maintaining it, is at a 1001 plant level they are looking at, or the other plants? like affiliate plans. So which is the one they are looking, and do we have a data on the respective plans? That's what we have to check from SAP. And if we say that in both the plans the value is there, still they are not getting, so they might aware of it, how to do it.
Okay. Okay. And one more thing, like I have found a case. Yesterday we had a call with Swati, right? So this is the case where the batch master is not updated. The outbound delivery, the Alpine system or the Melody system is not receiving the data. This one.
That one we'll check, Radhika. I have a call with them today. We'll take a help of Dinesh. What's the outcome, we'll see, because he's available today. He's not on leave. Probably if we could able to get some info, that we will discuss. Maybe by Monday we'll have some information on that part. But the other one, the batch value is there at the SAP end, still it is not there at the Melody system. No, they should aware, but just make sure that whatever the plans it is extended, it for both the plans that value is there or not. You just cross verify and confirm them that from SAP said the values are there. Can you please check from your end? So that way we can come. Okay, still if they're not after sync also is not there, we can check further like how it can be done.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I have conveyed the message like for which batches they need to update follow this workaround. For every batch that where the data is missing, they are going for the manual update and they are asking for asking the users to update manually. So, but that is not the case for reprocessing things. The manual update is not required. I have explained him. I don't know if they'll get the data of not batch managed at 1001 or 1010 plant level or not. But I have explained them and we had a recording also. So that is it.
Yeah, if it is not batch managed at a plant 1001, I will not get the data for 1001 plant for sure. They'll fetch it for the affiliate plant. If that is the case, in affiliate plant, the data is already in place, then they will get whatever required information.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Nitya, that's all. That one thing.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
One more thing I just want to recall, we can also discuss about that job, the missing job in that team.
Yeah, might be like, we'll take it up in the next 15 minutes. We said, no, like in after 1 or 2 hours, we can have a 15 minutes call for this SAP. That time we'll discuss about the job because this KT is getting postponed for multiple days. So let's complete today with this SNC and EBN process to them. So then we can discuss about this job. Okay, that's why I shortcut, this tickets also we are not discussing today, only SR system. And from your side and Balaji side, just do update your tickets and also work on your PMs as well. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, and regarding this KT, this one, and Balaji and yourself, you have any other urgent calls, you can drop off. If you want to continue, just please stay in this call. Okay.
I will drop in.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Nandan, Pradeep and Hari. This KT is for the EBN and SNC for you guys. Balaji will be there. If he is staying, he can add some more inputs, Balaji, from your side as well for the EBN and SNC process.
Sure.
Okay, so let me take it up some documentation. So in a raw system, this ABN process is very commonly used in all the towers. So right now you guys are going to work on ChemSerp and the forward systems. So if you are going to work only in a forward system, or if you are going to work in forward or ChemSerp system, you will be familiarly hearing this word actually EBN. So what is this EBN process actually? That full form of it is like an electronic business network. But in case of SAP terminology, it will be like a third party, like a scenario, like, company code to company code, like intra-company and inter-company process you would have heard actually, right? If at all you got some trainings or you have some work experience. So it is related to that only. It is like one company to other company code, if the data, goods will be transported, like how it can going to be taken care. One plant will be placing an purchase order, the other plant will be converting it to a sales order, and the sales order, wherever it is created, that plant will is going to supply the goods to the plant which is requested this quantity. So it will be like a plant They want the goods. They placed a purchase order. Hope you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, Smita.
Okay. Yeah. So plant wide, what will happen? So plant wide, automatically a sales order will get created. Created automatically. And plant wide, goods to plant X. So this process, they made all the automation with reference to this ABN process. Okay. So what they are going to use this ABN process is like, the basic SAP functionalities that EDA, if at all you have an experience about some purchase order outputs and message types, what is this output type of EDA types, no? So based upon this output triggered from the purchase order, like, plant X is placing an order, purchase order to a plant B. So the purchase order will trigger an output that will create an IDOC for the creation of a sales order in the plant Y. Okay. So the process will look like this. A purchase order will be created and it will create a sales order into the other plant. So once a sales order is created, don't go with like, end to end, this case 2A, 2B and all. Just I'll give you like purchase order, sales order, they deliver a goods and the invoice will be carried out and the invoice will be posted here. So likewise, you just go. This is a multiple scenario case. I just want to give you a simple scenario where purchase order, sales order, supply goods, receive a goods. That's a process you concentrate on. Okay, so basically in SAP system, how you will able to identify this ABN process? So one thing is that your vendor code. Vendor code will be always for this ABN process will be 6-digit code. So let me open some cases in forward system. Okay. Okay, this is a pivot screen in the forward system. So where I was mentioning that for the EBN process, you will have a vendor code as in 6-digit vendor codes. In general, if at all external vendor codes, it will be of a 8-digit vendor codes. It will not be at the 6-digit. So it is very clear for you, like if you're working with an ABN process, your vendor code will remain always 6-digit. In that 6-digit, always the first 4-digit will be company code of your supplying. See, here's a plant. Consider this is 3010 is a plant of a receiving plant where you are placing an order to this company code related plant. So 6-digit vendor code, in that first 4-digit, it represents the goods who are going to supply that plant related company code. Okay. And how the system understands this, where the sales order supposed to be created means EBN has some tables is there, like a standard tables, like some partner tables for EDA partner tables will be there. So they have made some mapping so that whenever we create a purchase order for this 6-digit vendor code, automatically sales order will be created to that plant. Okay. And one other point with reference to PO will be like, if it is an EBN process, your output type will be Z001. This is a standard one which is used all towers like a forward, Kemsa, Platinum, APAC everywhere. And you can see here, this is of a specific one created for France, but it is not the very standard one which when they have implemented EBN process, they have used it. It is a very common one, Z001, that is a confirmation control key. At a purchase order level, you will be using this EBN confirmation control key. These are the 2 points, like, vendor code and it select confirmation control key will be defining you this is an EBN process. So in purchase order level, how this confirmation control key will be picked. So that will be maintained in the info record. I'm not sure like how many of you from the background, but the info record, you guys might already seen if it is info record screen. Let me open the test system. In production, will not have an access to view the info record in forward system. Let me open in test environment where this calls. This is P30. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that confirmation control key from info record where you can see. You can see in the screen, info record, purchase organization level, a field called confirmation control. Here it will be there maintained that a Z001. So that will be auto picked when the purchase order is created for the EBN process. Okay. These are the 2 points where we have to concentrate on the EBN process. One is vendor code, another one is a confirmation control. In the backend, there will be lots of Z tables. What are those Z tables? I can provide you 1 second. Okay. It is not there. And if at all you want to go through this PPT, once you get an access, you can search in your G Drive. EBN means you'll find this PPT. Okay. And how to find out this EBN document is like, you can refer this document. What are the EBN configurations is there for the whole S4 PO, S4 conversions and all. Okay, so it is EBN process is not only restricted to the area, it is actually integration with the and SD area. Since once we place an order, it will be creating to the other plant with a sales order. So the tables will be like, once we have a purchase order, how this S4 creations will be done, the backend table config, all the relevant custom table, standard table, all information you can find in this document. Okay, so as I was mentioning, POS for all the times. Once we place a purchase order, SO is created in the other plant. Once a SO is there, they will be creating a delivery from their side. And once a delivery is created, they'll be issuing the goods from the delivery. So once a goods issue is done, there will be an output triggered from their sales order level. So that is automatically updated in our purchase order for the confirmation. If at all it is not an EBN process, if it is some other process which is based on EBN, they will have a delivery against an output that will create an inbound delivery at the purchase order level. Please make a note, for the EBN process, we don't have an inbound deliveries. It will only have a confirmation control. So once immediately sales order creates, that will trigger an output to update in a purchase order, a confirmation control key. So that will looks like this one. So what I'm referring here is AB line. So once a sales order is created into the other plant, the sales order information will be updated in this confirmation tab with an AB line. And when it is an EBN confirmation control key, then it won't have an inbound deliveries. Okay, so inbound delivery, I'm referring here, this LA line will have an inbound deliveries. How it is controlled means this confirmation control configuration level for the EBN process, it is controlled that it will not have an inbound delivery creations. Okay. So this is about a purchase order and sales order communication for this EBN process. Apart from this, what communications will be triggered from the sales order to the purchase order is like sales order against once an invoice is posted, that will trigger a purchase order against an invoice posting. So that will include a table called. So what's a tax percentage supposed to be? Those informations will be mapped in this table actually. So based on some country codes, once you open this table, once you get all the accesses, you can go through these tables and documentation, everything. So you'll understand that what are the master data, what are the tables we require. Basically, when you work in a support team, so what information for you is a mandatory that how to verify what is a sales order, what is a purchase order, where to check and what to check. So for that one, consider that this is an EBN purchase order, but actually it is not EBN, but I'm just giving an example. You have a vendor code. As I was already mentioned, the first 4 digit. that indicates for you which company code. So you can check it out, the company code against in this sales order. So this field will give an information about sales order. Often for this purchase order, where the sales order is created, easily you can find out. So if you open a sales order and you can see, since it is the same system, the sales order, how it looks. PA03 is a transaction code where you can see the sales order. So let me choose one unity code. Okay. My purchase order again is the sales order has got created. You can see the information, how you can link it. This is a purchase order. When a sales order is automatically created in the sales order header, you will have a purchase order number. Okay, and in purchase order also you have a link for the sales order from this field. So this is the way you can interlink, like what is a purchase order and what is a sales order for this EBN process. So this is the way you can verify it. Okay, guys, hope I'm audible and you got some point.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Let me go to the PPT. I'll provide this PPT, then you can go through this, documents actually, like how this output types, all this information. It's a very, complex process they covered, but you can go through this. Okay, so I was mentioning, right, the EBN process, what's the communication way they are using. This is of a SAP output type EDA. So I'm just showing the SAP screen, what is meant by EDA. So in a purchase order, you can see this is an output type generally referred for this EBM process Z30N, and what EDI here is like, this is the option for this output triggering. So in this way, this output automatically creates an IDOC. So how you can verify what is an IDOC? Click on the processing log, you can find this IDOC. Okay. This is a triggering point, the triggering point for this SO creation. If somebody says that, I have created a purchase order for an EBN process, but this SO is not created, immediately what we can check. So go to this output type and check what is an IDOC, whether this IDOC is in processed or it is ended up with an error, that you can find out. Okay. So that way. That is an information about the SOPO and the invoice part. I was mentioning T076M table. If you want to understand about that, at this point of time, it might be of a huge information, but at least, when you get some issues, you can easily verify that what information, you wanted and where you can check it out. So that's the purpose, just giving what all the possible info. Okay. You can refer to this entry, 105. This is our.
Yeah, hi, I'll just continue. I'm dropping the call.
Yeah, fine, Balaji.
Thank you.
So this is a place where it will give about the table, and this table will play a key role when a sales order invoice has been posted, and it will trigger an invoice to the purchase order. So this is the way, like EBN purchase order and sales order link will be happening. POSO, SO to delivery issue goods, and here the goods receipt will done. And from the SO side, they will create an sales invoice that will trigger an invoice for the purchase order. So this is how the EBN process works. Please let me know if you have any query regarding this point. EBN process related.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I don't know who's concerned. Who's that? Yes, please proceed if you have any query. Who's that? Who? Do you guys have any query related to EBN process?
No.
Okay, this is about one kind of a process where once you get all the access, you can go through all these documents and the process. When you get actually an issue, then you can have a look. Then you'll get an idea about this data. Okay, usually you get queries like some confirmation is not updated, inbound delivery not created. So you know that where to check purchase order number, where to check the sales order number for this intercompany process. Okay, so apart from this, there is a one more process related to a supply network collaboration. So in this, actually, this is another set of process which is only used in a forward system, not in a ChemSub. But in this forward system, only for the plant 1001, this SNC process is mapped. So I'll try to find out some info if you can get it. 1 second. One second. Hold on. And how to identify the SNC process is related to, the confirmation control key for SNC mapping is also classified based upon this confirmation control. For the SNC process, they use only the Z011 confirmation control. And also in the vendor master, they will have one characteristic saying that this vendor is relevant for SNC or not. Okay. I'm just finding out if we could able to find one purchase order to show you that how the vendor classification data will be reflecting, so that it is easy to explain and also you will catch the info. Let me find out the other way. I hope all of you guys are from this one, background, right? Not a PPK.
Yeah,
Actually, Nitya, I'm a fresher.
Okay, no problem. So whatever the screen I'm showing, at least you would have seen or you have not seen in the training also.
Training, I didn't. This is the first training I'm getting, like knowledge transfer.
Okay, no problem. So, purchase order is actually a purchasing cycle. Like, we have this procurement to pay cycle. This comes in a play of like after purchase request has been raised, the purchase order is the second place. And in this screen, this is a purchase order screen. If you are not seen earlier, the transaction code is ME21N for the creation. For production environment, we will not have any transactional data creation access. So we will be having only display access. For display, always it will be like a 3. ME21N is a create, change is 22N, ME33N is the display transaction. Okay, this will be having informations like this. So right now, so the field here is actually the header information. Whatever I'm showing here, the confirmation, that is at the item level. Okay. So the vendor will be at the header level and the confirmation is at the item level. For this, you can see for this line item material, and these are the confirmation tabs. There will be n number of tabs here. And what are those tabs? If you search in a Google, like, one a simple P2P cycle steps, you will get the documents. You can go through that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then, so what we are discussing that, one, I was mentioning that confirmation control key for this SNC process will be Z011 all the time. And also they have actually the purchasing group will be this one, a D series actually. So D star, what are the SNC POs for that, the purchasing group always will be in the remain D after D star, any of the value with the D it starts with. And in case of plant 1001, we have a three purchase organizations. In that, actually, one is indirect procurement, one is direct procurement, other one is actually in third party cases. Okay, so 1006, you can see this intercompany scenarios purchase organization for which we have this SNC process. Okay, so 1006 is a relevant purchase organization for the SNC PO, and the purchasing group for the SNC POs will remain D. Starting letter will be D, and after that, whatever the number falls into the T series, that will be the purchasing group for it. In the company code, this only 1001 plant only, we have this SNC process mapped, and the company code for this plant is 1201. Okay. And the SNC process will have this actually subcontracting POs, and it can be of a make to order or make to stock. For the whoever the new person, that is Hari, I think, right? You are the fresher.
Yes.
Okay, if you'd like to know what is meant by this make to order, make to stock, you can search in a Google, and a simple way I can tell, but if you want to know in depth, you can go through that documents steps actually. Okay, make to order is nothing but a purchase order placed for a sales order. That means a sales order is there to fulfill the requirement for a sales order. A purchase order has been raised, means to get the raw material or semi-finished material from the vendor, we'll be placing a purchase order. So those cases is called as a make to order. That means for an order to get the materials from a vendor, we'll create a purchase order that will fall into a make to order case. Make to stock. That means it will not have a requirement from the sales order. It will be requirement from the some other production department, some other case actually. Okay, those cases are called make to stock case. So how to differentiate in the forward system is that for the account assignment category, M indicates a make to order case in case of the forward system for this SNC process. Okay, and if I say that it is a subcontracting PO, the item category will be L. So what's the difference between normal PO and the subcontracting PO is that you will have, if we have an item category as an L, you will have in the item level material tab, there is a component. So these are the raw materials. We call it as a components. It will be explored from the BOM, and also you can able to edit manually. Okay, but in general, this data will be come from the bill of material. BOM means bill of material. Okay. So this is actually make to order scenario, and I was mentioning that SNC case means it will have a vendor classification as a SNC relevant. So if you double click on this vendor, you go to classification data, purchase organizational data, extras, or extras, environment, you have a classifications here, the classes. For this vendor master, the SNC relevant classes, ZSNC relevance is used in forward system, and for this class, you have a classification field as like SNC relevancy, relevant of purchase order sent to vendor. This is a classification. If it is marked as an SNC relevant, then only the data will be triggered to. Once we place a purchase order, if the vendor has this SNC relevant, you will have a data triggered to the SNC system. That will be like XML format. Okay, the transaction code is SXI underscore monitor for this one, but we will not have an access in the forward production environment to check this one. In generally, what kind of informations you will have an issues that whenever we have a connection issues, so we'll be raising to purchase orders created, all the data in place, still the data is not reached to the SNC system. If somebody raising this concern, then we'll be contacting the basis team saying that so and so purchase order is created and so and so time it is not reached to the SNC system. Can you please check? Means they'll check and get back to you with the analysis. Okay. So once you placed a purchase order, the data will be triggered to SNC system. From the SNC system, what they will do is like they will issue the components actually. Like they will say from their side it is a report production. So once a report production, what they will do like on purchase order confirmation will be there, and also the inbound delivery will be triggered from the SNC system. So in this case, it will have an inbound deliveries. Okay. So Once a purchase order is placed into the SNC system is triggered, they will be performing this. Actually, an AB line confirmation they will do, and also they will be confirming this. Inbound delivery will be triggered from their system. So once inbound delivery is triggered from the system, this inbound delivery is updated here and it is created in the SAP system. How you can see this transaction, you can see this information over here. Okay, so who has created this one? If you click on the header and you can see this, it is manually created, not by the batch user ID. Like if at all this is automatically created from the SNC system, we will have this batch user ID will be there. Something it starts with R series. Okay. So that way we can do it. Some cases, if it is ended up with some error or they want to do some modification at the SAP end, they are automatically created when they do deletion and they do manual creation. However, the IBD has to be created from the SNC system. Okay, due to some reason the PO is not reached to SNC, but it has to be managed. Then that cases they will be doing this way managed. Okay. This is about the IBD creations. So for the SNC PO, if they try to process a goods receipt with reference to purchase order, system will not allow. It will not allow me. There is a Z table for this SNC process. The table is not updated with this component and main material informations. Then the system will automatically check at that the GR level based on this confirmation control says that the Z error message will come. SNC relevance says that there is no line item exist and it is relevant to SNC process. Likewise, the error comes. So what we have to do, if everything in sync with the SNC system, all the data will be there in the Z table. When they trigger this inbound delivery and the confirmation time, the table gets updated. So that's the way when they perform a GR, after this inbound delivery created from SNC, there won't be any errors. Okay, so likewise, the whole cycle completes. Like a GR will be done at the SAP end after this inbound delivery is created. So this is how this SNC process works from the forward system for the plant 1001. And this SNC process is only applicable to the plant 1001, not other plants. And what is a one more key field is that vendor level classification, that SNC relevancy, and the confirmation control key is a Z011, and the purchase order is 1006, and the purchasing group is D series. Okay.
Okay. Oh, is it like for particular purchase organization as well as company code, it will be triggered for SPN, right?
Sorry?
This SNC thing,
yes.
so it will be triggered for particularly like for particular company code as well as purchase organization.
Yes, that is for only for this second process, correct.
Okay.
And after all this information is there, even if the vendor is not maintained in the SNC, then it will not trigger. See, any one condition fails also, system will not trigger this information. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for sure, a vendor should have this classification. Usually, this classification, see, vendor master is controlled from the master data system. If by chance, if the data has been deleted, classification that SNC relevancy has been deleted, that means purchase order is not considered as an SNC relevant. So that times the data will not go to the SNC system. Okay, the maximum cases, if they say the purchase order is not received at the SNC system, either it should be of a connection issue or it should be of an SNC relevancy from the vendor master.
Okay.
Okay, and so what are the key fields? So you already know that, one is vendor code level and the confirmation control key, and the header level, the organizational informations. Okay. And also you will have a system specification for each and every process in our system. Okay, so there is any new process or any process system, you can find out SNC. Let's see if I have any document. Duplicate PO on this one. This is a basic document. And once you guys have an access now, you can make a note of it as of now. Once you get an access to all the portals and everywhere, you can look into this process, how it works. And nobody will remember, what is a key field, what are those things. But, basic key fields everyone should aware. But apart from that, like end to end, each and every fields, no one will remember. So that time we will always refer this document.
Okay.
So these are in a forward system, specifications will be termed like, functional specification is called as a system specification, and design specification from developer side. If they do update some, informations for the documentation, they call it as a technical design specification, TDS they call in short form. Okay. From functional side, the documentation we call as a system specification. Okay, and
Okay.
this is about the supply network collaboration SNC process and EBN process followed in the forward system. And if you guys have any query, you can ask me.
And even this EBN process also, like for the sale related thing, it will be triggered, right? For
Yes.
particular sales related thing, it will be followed.
But EBN
Mhm.
process is not restricted to one purchase order, one
Yeah.
purchase order, one company code. It is widely used in all the company codes.
Okay.
Okay, but in case of SNC process, it is only followed in the company code 1201 and for the plant 1001.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other query?
Nitya,
Mhm.
Hari Aranga.
Yeah,
So
please.
actually, I think I missed a session, KT session last Friday. I was not.
Last, who was given the KT last Friday?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was you.
No, no, mine was only SNC and the EBN, I guess. 1 second, let me see.
Mhm.
KT plan, right?
On 11th March.
Yeah, 1 second, let me see.
11th is Nilesh. Mhm.
Yes. Maybe you can connect with the Nilesh on Monday because he's not well today.
Okay.
You can find some time. It is related to 11th, what he has given, CR process and authorization issue and about interfaces. Okay. So you have some time. Once you get an access, also you can take it up. But
Okay.
Monday you can have a check with him that when you can connect with him for
Mhm.
those discussions. Okay.
And
Yeah.
yes, Nitya.
I could see there is something Viva update HPLM PACO specification. Is that session is completed for you guys?
No.
Okay. And wherever it is not completed, you can check with the respective members assigned to here the KT provider and get it at those things. And I could see, HPLM and all, still you have a long time. Once you start working with the CR, that is needed, but just take off first initial KT from them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And
And
Monday, you guys, yeah,
you
tell
can
me.
continue. I'll ask it at the last.
Okay, so Monday, anyhow, you guys will be there in the call. See, when you are joining to the call, make utilize or understand that what's going on within a team. So it's not just incidents updates or SR updates. It's just want to understand where the people are standing. If at all they're stuck up with something, other team members who already worked on those incidents or SRs, they'll provide their inputs. And it's for you the time you have right now. You can hear few topics will be there like very frequently we might be discussing. You can grasp some information. So when you actually work on those things, it will be really useful. And whenever you have some incidents will be assigned the very initial stage, you can easily search with some terminology like failed jobs means so and so message type, XYZ message type. You search with those message type. There will be multiple emails that are present to your inbox. So that will help for you. How the people are working on and how it is done, and also when you actually assigned with them job tickets or incidents or SATs, like how they are already taken care and how you're going to work on. If at all you have some issues, you don't understand like how to take the necessary steps, like for the very initial days, just do follow your mentors and ask them that this is what I believe, what is the next action. You can contact them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nitya,
Yeah.
since I'm a fresher,
Mhm.
so in what manner will I get the trainings in, like just like the KTs, or will they like train me separately?
Uh, I don't know, Hari, like, you didn't, I thought there would be some basic trainings from the TCS perspective. If it is not done, you can always utilize from the team members or from your side also some, learnings is required. Like I can provide you some links in a Google, very good documents will be there. And also in YouTube, also the basic, you can search like, SAP for the beginners. You can search for the P2P, procurement to pay cycle. First, you go through those things. Okay, they will be explaining each and every steps. Might be everyone
Okay.
will be occupied from the next week onwards with the regression testings, so people may not able to provide some time, but you can go through this one. For the beginners, you can search like a beginners, because since you're very new to the SAP this one technology, just search with the beginners this one. And also you can procurement to pay cycle, goods movement cycle, like that, some
Okay.
will be there. And also in Ultimatics you can find in Nomax, like documents will be there.
Okay.
So those things
Mhm.
also will be helpful.
So you told something SAP for beginners, right?
Yes, correct. And also there is
Okay.
one more link, very good link. One second, let me find it. It is
Yes.
SAP for in Google also there is some links was there. I don't get now. Let me check. Exactly, I'm not remembering that term actually. SAP
Okay.
knowledge for the functional expert, something like that. You search in a Google, okay, randomly, that should be fine. For the
Okay.
MMs, but YouTube is very best actually. I have seen people are giving a step-by-step guides for any module. No,
Mhm.
for the beginners, you can at least to get an idea what is the exact process to start up.
Okay.
But forward perspective, people will be there. They can give it time for you to, existing process of forward. But to train in no, people may not find a much time because everyone
Okay.
will be occupied from next week onwards.
Okay. So
Okay.
is there any specific
Yes.
software that I have to like mention while searching for it, or
No,
it's just
since don't go with very specific these things and all. Since you are a very beginner, it's good to go with your YouTube with the beginners sessions.
okay?
And also
I'll
try to search in the Google Chrome that uh, SAP knowledge for functional, something like that. Okay, you will get all the
okay.
modules, but that time you can select for the material managements. Okay, so that will
Okay.
also give a step-by-step guide. They will also provide some screens as well, so that you
Okay.
can
Okay.
search. Okay,
I'll do
if
that.
you didn't find any documents, now just let me know. I'll see. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
and Ultimate is also having a lots of documents. Hari. Yeah, you can try
Oh,
the Ultimate as well.
yes, yes. I'll try finding it from Ultimatics also.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other queries?
No.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Hari, regarding your access to ChemSub system, what happened? I think already you are contact with Athenu, right? What's his current
Yes.
status?
So I am yet to receive trainings. I don't know where to enroll for the trainings.
Okay.
For Gensap.
Did you? Okay, so for your ID, can you ping me your ID?
My ID is yeah. I'll just wait.
But you have completed all the trainings, or you just like assigning for a trainings, right? This is for the first
Yeah.
request for a trainings for ChemSub. Okay, you ping me your
Yes.
ID,
Yes.
so I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, fine. Okay. If there is no further queries, we'll close this call as of now today, and you will be there in the next calls. If you remember something, you have some doubts regarding this process, yeah, please reach out to me. And once you get an access, whatever the document numbers I have provided, you can search the document portals. See, still I was using a old portal. You can search the same documents in the Viva portal. Viva portal is a documentation portal. That is a new portal. Okay.
Sure, Nitya. Uh,
Yeah.
if I have any queries, I'll ping you, Nitya, for
Yeah.
training
Please.
regarding.
Sure, sure, sure. You can reach out to me.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Happy weekend. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.